Welcome back to Cape Quest, everyone. While we wait for our compost to finish, we're going to tackle a certain problem that's been plaguing the city of Varrock. Several years ago, the Phoenix Gang broke into the museum and stole a shield that's one of the few surviving relics from the hero that the city's named for. It's since been split into two pieces with the other major gang in town, and there's an outstanding bounty for its return that no one has claimed. So we're going to need to team up with someone to help recover both halves of the shield and claim that bounty. Of course, I'm going to be joining the Black Arms Gang half of that, so all of that context is going to be completely absent from this. To kick off our part of the quest, we talk to Charlie the Tramp, who's been hanging around the entrance to Varrock for basically the entire run, and we ask him what's down this alley. Being a helpful soul, he tells us that the Black Arm Gang's headquarters is down at the end of the alley, and honestly, at this point, I'm kind of wondering why the guard haven't cleared this up themselves, since, everyone seems to know where they are. At the end of the alley, we find Katrine, the Black Arm Gang leader. We tell her that we want to join the gang, but she doesn't quite trust us just yet. We need to do something to prove our loyalty, so she asks us to break into a place and kill someone and steal some stuff. What do you know, the Black Arm and the Dark Brotherhood have the same recruitment process. The specific thing that Katrine wants us to get is a pair of Phoenix crossbows. Of course, to do that, we'll need to break into the Phoenix Gang's weapons store, which means we'll need a little help from our friend in that gang. But first, they need to actually, get that key.
Your time has come, Johnny the Beard.
He is a very fearsome level 2 enemy. I'm coming for backup, in case you need it.
Turns out I was good.
Good. I'm glad you were able to conquer such a difficult fight. I just realized Connor got up, didn't he? I forgot he said he did that.
Sorry, yeah, just a moment.
yeah, no worries.
I was trying to do a silly goof and shoot a little tiny rubber band at Alex, and I aimed so wide of the mark, and somehow the rubber band still managed to hit her in the eye. So she had glasses on too. So I'm a monster.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we call that rolling a crit fail in real life.
The bad part is it happens every time.
At some point, you just gotta learn. You learn to stop. You'd expect.
Just you. I don't need you telling me how to live my life.
There are 4 gym threats for you in chat. With the key in hand, we're able to get into the Phoenix Gang's weapons storeroom. As you might expect, the quartermaster really does not appreciate that, and he picks a fight with us. Once he's dead, though, we're able to grab the Phoenix crossbows that we need, and officially join the Black Arm Gang. Of course, we're only doing this just to get the half of the shield that they have tucked away in an upstairs cupboard, but who's counting? We take our half the shield to the curator of the museum, and after a quick check for authenticity, he hands us 2 halves of a certificate, one for us and one to go to the Phoenix Gang member who helped us. Of course, you may notice a problem with this. We are, in fact, a 3-person group, which means that I have to do some funny stuff with banking my part of the certificate so that he completely forgets that he's given it to me. And once I do that, I'm able to hand it over to Connor, and we're able to finish this quest.
I have procured the pretentious French shears.
Good.
The secretary.
Ah yes, like every good French word, you just drop the last 3 letters and pronounce whatever's left.
Absolutely.
Oui, baguette croissant.
We don't like consonants, Graham.
No, I think the problem is we like consonants too much, Connor.
Oh, sorry, we don't like vowels. My brain's not here.
That just reminded me of.
Remember
the episode of the Goes Wrong show set in World War II?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that show.
Voulez-vous accuser la revoir?
La 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 bamba. She just gives up.
Fast forwarding to when we have our super compost that we need to get our blessed secateurs. It's time to get back to Fairy Tale Part 1 and go see our friendly neighborhood nature spirit.
It's dangerous, you think?
I mean, it's really only dangerous if you walk far enough south to start seeing, shades.
Mm-hmm.
Ghasts really aren't that dangerous, even though there are a lot of them.
But Graham, the snails, the definitely aggressive snails.
Oh yeah, the level 10 snails that pose just such a threat. What is that noise I'm hearing? Must be part of the soundtrack.
I'm gonna say, I heard a noise that sounds like something I shouldn't repeat in polite company.
That's fair.
Oh, Mortmeyer, what's going on in here?
Oh right, go speak amulet.
Oh no. Would one of you guys mind trading me one real quick?
If I can, I don't know if they're tradable. Once we hand over all the items that he needs for the ritual, the spirit is more than happy to bless our secateurs, which means that it is time for us to finally go deal with the Tanglefoot. Time to head back to Xanaris. Got a weapon? Where are you? Long shot here. Oh wait, I'm not. Sent you a trade offer. They are not tradable.
I'll be back.
Yeah, there's a bank in Canifus.
You know, guys, one day I will manage to get a stream where I don't take a big fat L at some point. Even marked on the quest, too.
I believe in you.
Oh, hi, Pillory Guard. Oh no,
Have fun.
that's you, Connor. Goodbye.
Oh, that's right. It's not Graham.
Not Graham.
I'm under arrest. How did you get here?
Ooh, Black Mask and Dragon Scimitar and looks like a Dragon Defender. Eventually.
Yeah, so that
Someday
could
that'll
us.
be us. Alright.
Yes, the RuneScape equivalent of your brand new Lambo.
I would say that set's not that hard to get, but like individually getting those items is actually very difficult.
You just reminded me of something that I still can't entirely believe happened. Do you guys remember that stupid video that I think was playing as an ad for a while of the guy in his garage with like, "Hey, just standing here next to my brand new Lamborghini."
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Yes, yeah,
Guy,
I know
like,
that one.
Dark hair, beard, glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I served that guy drinks this year.
What?
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
He came into the bar I was working at, and just I thought he looked a little familiar, and then the server assistant, I was I was waiting on their table and bartending, and the server assistant says, "It's that guy! I can't believe it! It's a meme in the flesh." And yeah, he showed me the name on the receipt, and I looked it up, and yeah, it was him.
That is hilarious. We finally make it to the Tanglefoot's lair, and all we have to do is just take this thing down. Of course, we're not strong enough to beat it in a stand-up fight, especially without the Protect from Melee prayer, so we're going to be flinching this thing just like we did with Agarth Nar. But the problem is, first we have to figure out where we can even do that from.
This is an incredible thing I just had to Google. OSRS, flinching the Tanglefoot.
And what did they say?
That he's on a watch list now.
Not even the people at Urban Dictionary can
Let's turn run on before we try this.
believe I searched that. Alright. He's running to that little crossroads where the Tanglefoot is. I trust this man. He has a fishing cape and an inventory full of salmon.
Having found the spot, now a second problem arises. Unlike everything else we've had to flinch so far, the Tanglefoot is very mobile and does not like to stay in one place, so this is going to be a very long and slow process of just chasing this thing down, smacking it, and then running back before it can hit us. So I say just put up your feet, grab a drink, and settle in for a long one.
I'm so glad that using a glorified pair of spears to beat a plant monster to death is somehow teaching me about the glory of farming.
Listen, if farming were like this more often, I would, actually enjoy training it. Come on, my Tanglefoot is at 2. Please, come on. Don't run away.
If farming were more like this, I'd check on Austin more often to make sure he's okay.
Got it. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have gone so much faster if
No, game
if it
white.
didn't just keep wandering.
Okay, so the baby Tanglefoots have about the same level of aggression as their parent.
I had to be very careful not to accidentally click on one of them during that.
Yeah, I just did on accident.
Yeah, I had one that kept standing in my safe spot, so I'd have to, like, click to attack and then quickly right-click on where I would need to run to. But we got there in the end.
Somehow this feels even more cowardly than safe spotting does. Like, I'm glad it's in the game, but this is silly.
We give the Queen's secateurs to the Fairy Godfather for a quest complete, and we should probably go check in with Martin to see if the problem has been solved. Oh, I guess it hasn't. What a surprise, the Fairy Godfather didn't hand over power like he said he was going to. We better look into this. Upon returning to Xanaris, we find out that somebody has trashed the Fairy Hospital and the Queen is nowhere to be found. However, somebody left us a little code on the back of a certificate, confirming that the Fairy Godfather is in fact behind all of this, and giving us some coordinates to follow if we are loyal to the Fairy Queen. Of course, the fact that the Queen is missing panics the Godfather, who does give us access to the fairy rings, which will both allow us to search for her and completely revolutionize how we move around the map. After a series of seemingly random teleports, we wind up in the Fairy Resistance headquarters, and Fair Enough tells us that we need to make a magic potion to get the Queen back on her feet so that she can take her throne back and get rid of the Fairy Godfather. Unfortunately, as much as we would love to help, this quest actually requires way higher herb lore and farming than we have access to currently, so I'm hoping the Fairy Queen was fine holding out until we can come back and, actually do the things that she needs us to do. So that is where we're going to leave things for today, but don't worry, we will be back at some point to save the Fairy Queen. As always, thank you so much for watching. You can catch us live every Monday at now 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Some life stuff had us have to push it back a little bit just to, make sure we all had time to get where we needed to be. Don't forget to subscribe so you get notified of these when they go out every week. And of course, tune in next time where we help a man commit an affront to nature. But once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I will catch you in the next one.